My earliest memories of Mount Rainier National Park, living in West Seattle, you look at it and you're curious, God, I wonder what's up there. And I've been able to find out.
My dad, I mean, he's a part of the mountain. Rainier and my dad kind of come together. Most of my memories, young, I wasn't alone up there, I was on the mountain with him.
I climbed the mountain when I was about 16 or 17 and threw up on top, and I can remember that.
What we like to say, or I say, is the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but in the mountains it rolls a safe distance away.
Yeah, the earliest memories of Pete climbing with me, it was a little young. He was just 12.
The first climb at 12 was arduous. It wasn't fun. It was hard. There were tears.
And I look and he's crying, and I think, uh-oh, Pete, what's wrong? He said, I'm so cold and tired. And I said, we're almost up. I'm doing a detour, and here's some more clothes. And put some more clothes on him. And kept going because I had clients tied on the rope as well. They had paid to go to the top. Otherwise, I'd have aborted.
You know, back then I feel like it was almost something I was expected to do, but I wanted to do it too, but I didn't know it was going to hurt that much.
It was uncomfortable, stormy. I've got a picture of him on top, and he's sitting there iced up and cold. I'm surprised he kept wanting to climb after that.
Mountain climbing is long-term, low-level suffering, really, and most of the joy comes after it's finished. So it's a feeling of accomplishment, and it was great. And I've gone on to do it many, 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 many times since then. So there must have been some joy involved in it somewhere along the line.
Yeah, I've always felt that the parent is obligated to get the child out some. Let's get them out and get them away from those iPads for a while and give them some exercise. Leave no kid inside.
With my kids, it was a little different. Expose them to it, kind of see if they like it. It wasn't mandatory, and just kind of expose them to it. And they love the mountains, and they wanted to go higher. They have, children and people in general have that curiosity. And so today, they both climb Mount Rainier, and my daughter expressed an interest to go to Kilimanjaro at 14, and I was running an adventure travel company and climbing all over the world, but never said, hey, we're going. I waited until they said, hey, I want to go.
In the last few years, I see a more and more interest in the outdoors. That's our therapy as we get more crowded and more building goes on and politics and other things. To get out into nature is really important.
It's important, especially I think today in our busy lives. There's a stillness and a peacefulness that comes with wilderness, and I think we're a little off balance with that in today's world, so we need to protect and preserve that.
We are lucky enough to have the mountains and be close enough to appreciate them. The Northwest has mountains all over, and the Olympics as well. All of these, and they're national parks now, which is fantastic.
Well, preservation of our national parks is super important. You know, I'm lucky enough to have grown up here with Rainier right in my backyard. The old growth forest and the wilderness that sits so close to major cities that is accessible to everyone. I mean, there's no question, it just needs to be maintained.
We're products of our environment, by gosh. We're lucky to have, we need the environment, and then we become enhanced by it.
Well, for my kids' when they're up visiting Mount Rainier National Park 30, 40, 50 years from now, my hope is that it's the same experience that my father had and that I am having and that my children will have and that their children will have.
my grandkids, my great-grandkids, which I have now, will experience the same thing I did when they go into a national park. And I think that to me is a satisfying feel that I can see that they will be lovers of the outdoors and also protectors of the outdoors.